Running an Instagram fan page is a great side hustle and also a great way to interact with other people who share similar interests to you. For me, I have been running sports fan pages on Instagram for more than 10 years. So I want to share some of the things that I've learned and show you how you can start a sports fan page on Instagram. Step 1 is to pick a player or a team to make your fan page about. It's really important that you pick a player or team that you really are interested in, because otherwise it can be kind of a grind. If you pick a team or player that you love, then it's super easy to get motivated, it's easy to come up with content, and overall your experience will just be a lot more enjoyable. Now, that being said, if you're interested in growing your fan page to become really big, meaning tens of thousands of followers, then you're going to want to pick a player that has a pretty big following already. Now, you can take a gamble on a prospect. This is what I did in 2021 with Victor Wembanyama, and it's worked out very nicely for me because I had a 2-year head start on all the competition, and that page already has more than 60,000 followers, and he's still a rookie. So if Wemby goes on to become an all-time great NBA player, then that account could potentially reach hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers. The thing is though, it really is a gamble. You don't know if the prospect is going to pan out or not, and so you're basically just betting on them and hoping that they are successful. And in my experience, I started at least 5 other pages for players that didn't go anywhere or didn't become as good as I maybe thought they would. So just because I hit on one doesn't mean that it was the first one I started. I started lots of pages before I finally started the Wemby one, and then that one took off. But if you are just doing this for fun and you really, really like a player and just want to make a fan page about them, by all means, go ahead and do it. I got started with a Jimmer Fredette fan page back in 2014, I believe, and I just loved Jimmer, and so I started a Jimmer fan page. The most followers I ever got was around 6,000 or so, and it's kind of died out since. So don't be afraid to just run a fan page for fun. It doesn't have to be a side hustle or a business. Another thing to consider is what sport you are choosing. So the NBA is much more player-centric, so player fan pages tend to do a little better than team fan pages. However, the opposite is true in the NFL. The NFL is much more team-focused, so team fan pages tend to do better than player fan pages in the NFL. Then there's also soccer or European football, which has the biggest audience, and so you can probably succeed with a team fan page or a player fan page just because the sheer size of the amount of people who enjoy watching soccer is very high. Okay, we've spent a lot of time on that topic, and that's because it's really important. You got to make sure you get this decision correct because it's going to affect everything else that you do. Step number 2 is to create a name for your account. So my recommendation when creating a username is to make sure it is something short and simple. Usually it should include part of the player or team's name and then some other related topic. So for example, when I created my Jimmer Fredette fan page, the account name was @thejimmerwatch. Now that's probably too long, and that was my first account, so I didn't really know a ton. If I was to create an account nowadays, I would probably drop the and just call it @Jimmerwatch. Ultimately, the point is you should have something short, simple, people know what you're talking about, and I would also recommend not including any periods or underscores. When it's just straight letters, it's a lot cleaner and more professional. Step 3 is to create a new email for your account. So typically when I create a new fan page, I like to create a dedicated email for that fan page for the purpose of people reaching out to me with business inquiries or other matters. It's just easier if it's separate from my personal email. So I recommend creating a new email for the account, and you can do that super easily through Gmail. It's free, and I would recommend doing that. Step 4 is to pick a profile picture. So don't be intimidated by this process. Many accounts have really awesome and detailed logos or other graphics designed for their fan page, and you can pay someone to do this or you can create one yourself, but it's not absolutely necessary. On my Victor Wembanyama account, I just have a simple picture of Wemby as the profile picture. Same thing on my Lionel Messi account. It's just a picture of Messi holding the World Cup trophy, and those accounts both have 30,000+ followers. So don't feel stressed about getting an amazing profile picture. When in doubt, just put a picture of the player. Okay, step 5 is to now go and follow some people related to the topic that you created your fan page around. So if you created a player fan page, then I would recommend following any other player fan pages that already exist, following team fan pages, following the actual player, obviously, and the actual team that they play on. You can also follow the player's partner and family members, and that'll just help keep you in the loop. And you're going to want to reach out and connect with these people and network and try and get collab posts with them in the future. So it's great to just reach out and follow some of these people right off the bat, and that'll help you get in the loop about what the scene is surrounding your topic. Okay, so that is how you start a sports fan page on Instagram. I wanted this first video to be pretty simple and just show you how to come up with the idea and start the account. But if you're interested in more tips such as how to grow your account and later monetize it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, as I'll be making more videos about this in the future. Feel free to also follow me on X at Jacob C. Edmonds, as I post helpful social media tips over there, and I will see you guys in the next video.